The Johnson family has been in the construction business for over 3 generations. Their company, Johnson & Sons, is well known in their small town and has earned them a considerable fortune over the years. But the family behind the business is anything but picture perfect. At the head of the family is Harold Johnson, the patriarch and founder of Johnson & Sons. Now in his 70s, Harold has grown weary of running the company and wants to retire. He had always hoped that his 3 sons Daniel, Thomas, and Robert would take over the business together, but their relationships have deteriorated over the years. Daniel, the eldest, is the most ambitious and ruthless of the brothers. He has always seen himself as the natural leader of the family and the company. Thomas, the middle brother, is more laid back and creative, but his lack of ambition has always been a source of frustration for Harold and Daniel. Robert, the youngest, is the black sheep of the family. He's struggled with addiction and has been in and out of rehab several times, causing tension and embarrassment for the family. The siblings' relationships are strained, and their personal lives are a mess. Daniel's wife, Emily, is cold and controlling, and their teenage daughter, Lily, is rebellious and struggling in school. Thomas is secretly in love with his brother's wife, Emily, and is struggling to keep his feelings under control. Robert is fresh out of rehab and trying to stay sober, but his ex-girlfriend and the mother of his child is causing trouble for him. As Harold prepares to step down, tensions rise in the family. Daniel wants to take over the company completely, but Thomas and Robert are hesitant to let him have all the power. The family dynamics become even more complicated when their mother, Eleanor, returns to town after years of absence, with secrets of her own. As the family struggles to keep the business afloat and their personal lives from falling apart, they are forced to confront the dysfunction that has plagued them for years. Will they be able to come together and save the family business, or will their personal issues tear them apart? The drama of the Johnson family's dysfunctional multi-generational household is about to unfold. As the Johnson family business faces its biggest challenge yet, the family is forced to put aside their differences and come together to save the company from ruin. It all starts when a major project that Johnson & Sons has been working on for months goes off the rails. The construction team discovers unexpected structural issues that will cost millions of dollars to fix. With the deadline looming, the company is facing financial ruin if they can't come up with a solution. Daniel, the eldest brother and the acting CEO, is desperate to keep the business afloat. He tries to cut corners and make deals with questionable business partners, but his actions only make matters worse. Thomas and Robert, seeing their family legacy in jeopardy, know they have to step in to save the company. The 3 brothers, along with their mother Eleanor, gather in the family's conference room to figure out a plan. Tensions are high, and old resentments resurface, but they all know they have to work together if they're going to save the business. Thomas suggests bringing in an old friend who's a structural engineer to help solve the issue. Daniel is skeptical, but with no other options, he reluctantly agrees. The engineer, Rachel, comes in and quickly diagnoses the problem. It's going to take some creative engineering, but it's a fixable problem. Meanwhile, Robert reaches out to a former client who he knows is looking for a contractor for a large project. He convinces the client to give Johnson & Sons a chance, promising that they'll do whatever it takes to get the job done right. With Rachel's help and the new project secured, Johnson & Sons is back on track. But the family drama isn't over yet. Emily, Daniel's wife, discovers that Thomas has been in love with her for years and confronts him about it. The tension between the brothers reaches a boiling point, but they eventually reconcile, with Thomas promising to keep his feelings in check. As the family celebrates their success, they realize that they've come together in a way they never have before. They've saved the business and strengthened their bonds as a family. The Johnsons may still have their issues, but they know they can rely on each other when it matters most. Just as the Johnson family thought they had overcome their biggest challenge and saved the family business, a new crisis hits them hard. The company has just secured a major project that would make or break their reputation, and the Johnsons are determined to deliver it on time and on budget. But things quickly spiral out of control when a massive storm hits the construction site, causing significant damage to the site and the materials. To make matters worse, a series of setbacks delay the delivery of the replacement materials, putting the project behind schedule. Daniel, who is once again leading the project, becomes increasingly erratic and temperamental, blaming everyone except himself for the delays. Thomas and Robert, who have taken a more hands-off approach to the project, are alarmed by Daniel's behavior and begin to worry that he's not fit to lead the company. Meanwhile, Eleanor, the matriarch of the family, reveals a long-held secret that threatens to tear the family apart. As tensions rise and the project falls further behind schedule, the Johnsons must confront their personal issues and come together to save the business. Thomas suggests bringing in a project manager to help get the project back on track, but Daniel resists the idea, refusing to relinquish control. The family dynamic becomes increasingly strained as they struggle to find a solution. Emily, Daniel's wife, suggests that they reach out to an old friend of hers who's a public relations expert to help manage the fallout from the project delays. The expert helps them develop a plan to communicate with their clients and the public, which improves the company's image. However, as the project nears completion, they discover a major flaw in the design that could cause catastrophic damage to the building. They realize that they must redo a significant portion of the project, which would cost millions of dollars and further delay the project. With the clock ticking, the Johnsons once again come together to find a solution. They reach out to other construction companies for help, and with some creative thinking and hard work, they're able to fix the issue and deliver the project on time. In the end, the Johnsons realize that the crisis brought them closer together and taught them valuable lessons about the importance of communication and teamwork. They are proud of what they've accomplished, and they know that they can face any challenge as long as they stick together.